And
Welcome to a great night with your host, Brian Brushwood and Justin Robert Young. Special guest, Bonnie Brushwood. And off to the side, we've got Annalisa presiding over everything we're doing. We have an exciting evening because we're out in a real space at, do we give location?
sure, why not?
Yeah, we're at Backspin. So we're enjoying al fresco podcasting. Take it away, Brian and Justin.
That was pretty great.
Wow, that was amazing.
Not gonna lie. No, that was very good, Bon.
Thanks. Oh, and then me.
We didn't.
Hi.
Yeah, she's Bonnie.
Yeah,
Bonnie was the one who talked.
the one who she is the one who talks.
I am the one who talks. Yeah, welcome. We didn't say what location, Backspin. So yeah, we're still maintaining anonymity.
Or yeah.
You'd have to drive to both of them, both this one and the Slaughter Lane one.
Oops. Damn it. And we had him. Damn, it was good.
Had him in the first half. I'm not gonna lie. Brian,
Yep.
how are you doing, man?
Man,
What's going on?
Real good.
This is a big week, a big weekend.
Yeah.
We have a lot of people coming in this weekend for. What is the name of the? Do you have a name yet?
Well, we just called it Do Your Weird Thing.
Yeah.
Because I figured, Andrew Main was the only one not at the event, so we should
Yeah.
name it after weird things.
Yeah.
So Do Your Weird Thing is the name of the event. But it's a workshop about how to be an independent creator, although it occurs to me that you don't have to decide to quit your day job to become a podcaster, YouTuber, magician, political expert, tech news pundit, or anything. Maybe you just want to have your voice heard to advocate for your kids at the local Girl Scouts or make change in your community or whatever. Like if you got a thing, whatever your thing is, and you want people to pay attention to it, turns out we're a bit of experts. Between the four of us, billions of
The
views.
four of us, me and you, and who else?
Tom Merritt
Uh-huh.
and Andrew Heaton and Matt Donnelly
So the five of us.
and many other people.
Yeah.
I just realized I was dangerously close to naming everyone.
There's a surprise.
Maybe.
There's a surprise. I'm telling you, I'm reporting exclusively. There's a surprise.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Oh, this is great. Now Brian has
Now-
the surprise in his head.
You are correct.
And it's
I
very
wish we
hard.
had done that.
It's very hard for Brian to have the surprise in his mouth
It's
and not spit it out.
Oh my gosh.
Extremely difficult.
I don't know how he made a living as a magician because he cannot keep a secret.
Yeah,
So it's just
you know
like
what? I
all-
so couldn't keep a secret. I created Scam School. Guess what got me in trouble? Telling the truth.
secrets. Yeah.
Me and not being open and honest is an ill-fitting suit.
When Brian was conscripted to keep secret that my wife was throwing a 40th birthday party, it took I think, a year off of Brian's life.
Yeah.
I think so too. I honestly, he would come home and decompress from oh my God. He would shake it off. You know how dogs, when they're in stinky water, have
Yep.
to get out and just
Yep.
give it a good old shake? It's he would come home and do that.
I'll just say this. At the end of my 40th birthday party weekend that my wife put together, my wife was relieved, and Brian was like, please know the sacrifice. It hurt. It hurt physically to not at any given point tell you that this surprise was happening.
Now, there were 2 times in my relationship when I thought Brian was dumping me. So the first one was when he was keeping the secret that he had an engagement ring in his pocket.
Yep.
So he just couldn't. I don't know, just
TSA. Before there was even, it was the TSA. They metal detected something in my pocket, and he's like, "What do you got?" He was like, "Woo, woo, 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 woo," and he's like, "What's this?" And I'm like, "It's an engagement ring. I'm taking I'm taking my girlfriend to New York. I intend to propose to her." He's like, "Well, why don't we just make it special right now?" And I gave him just the saddest,
Yeah,
most
like, oh my
desperate look.
God.
Like, are you really
That's
doing
a
this
villain
to
origin
me?
story.
Yeah, right. It's like, I hate cops now. A life of crime.
Oh my God. Well, thankfully that didn't happen. But then like the whole weekend he was just like he looked like he was about to vomit. So
Yep.
like
Yeah.
he was just like
Accurate.
really having a hard time. And then the next time I saw that, I was just like, "Oh my God. I think that's it. That's the end of our relationship." So like I was like, "Well," he goes, "Why don't we all go down and go get some dinner at this place?" And I was like, "Sure, okay." And so like I did my makeup and everything. I hadn't done my makeup in like we're talking a long
You're
time.
like, this is
So,
a
like,
last ditch effort, man.
I know.
I gotta
mean,
throw
like,
everything
I
at
gotta-
him.
And then Brian was even like, "Why'd you do your makeup?" And I was just like, "I don't know."
So I don't know. Why did I?
Why did I do my makeup? I don't know. And then we walk in and he goes, "Oh no, we're gonna eat. Let's go over here. Let's eat over at this place that nobody's ever at." And I walk through the door and I hear, "Surprise!"
Yeah.
It was my 40th surprise. And I was just like, "You have got to
You
be kidding."
emmer effer.
I know. It's crazy.
Yep.
Anyways, don't ask Brian to keep secrets because we all suffer.
Yeah, is that you and Ashley that didn't tell Brian about the pregnancy? Yeah, I have no problem keeping secrets from Brian.
Yeah.
I am
No,
sociopathic when it comes to
I-
keeping secrets.
I have no problem with him keeping secrets from Brian. Turns out it's very healthy if Brian doesn't know things.
Yeah, I get that.
Lots going on. So we're
Yeah,
on
big
location.
weekend.
Hopefully you guys
yeah.
are hearing snippets of copyrighted music. You're welcome.
Yeah,
This is
that's the main way that people consume copyrighted music.
oh yeah.
is
It just
over bar
fits and
speakers
starts
into
over people desperately trying to
streams.
prevent. Yeah, exactly. No, man. Last week we went on a field trip all the way out to the front deck, out of the studio.
Yep.
Oh,
This week, where the training wheels are still on, heading on over to our favorite hang.
So back in the day, this used to be where we would come before the show.
Yeah.
Now we are here for the show.
Yeah. And assuming we don't get in trouble, assuming everything is cool,
Yeah.
I would like very much, assuming the audio quality is okay by the folks at home, this is a Bri and the Gerbs in their natural habitat.
Yeah.
This is about as authentic a great night as you're going to get.
This is us fully relaxed.
Yeah.
Fully relaxed.
Yeah.
Man, what's going on? What's popping?
It rained.
It did. It rained really
Sneak
hard.
attack rain.
Crazy. I couldn't
It was
believe
awesome.
it. It was all like sunshine, and then there's just like splattering rain everywhere. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it.
So far, high marks for this summer.
Yeah. We're on borrowed time now. Like
Yeah.
it's
But I've been saying that since May.
I know,
I know,
right?
me too.
Like, we've gotten. Although apparently this is more. I'm realizing now that the first year that I moved here in 21 was more in line with where
Yeah.
things normally are, and then pretty much every other year successively has been way hotter and way drier than it is historically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so now we're closer to where, like, Austin is not like supposed to be 100 degrees for 60 days in a row.
No.
that is an abnormality
Right.
that happened.
It was a
That was
brutal,
just-
cruel joke.
That was just to punish all the
Californians.
Sodomites.
Californians that moved
Yeah,
out
yeah.
of Mass.
And
Same
as I was about to
thing.
say, but you repeat yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but that's always happening, isn't it? Californians ruining things.
Oh, I don't know that they ruin things.
I don't know. Ask Mexico.
Yup.
What?
Done took it.
Yeah.
What?
Remember, this used to be Mexico as far as the eye could see.
Mhm.
Now it's California.
Yep.
Hmm.
A lot of people don't remember that.
Yeah. Like that place where they fought the Mexicans. Nobody remembers
Nobody
the name.
remembers
Oh
it.
my God.
It's something.
It's something.
I can't.
I don't know.
Don't-
I remember seeing something. We went to a magic show and saw it in the distance.
Yeah, we did. Wait, you're talking about Matt Donnelly's show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why were you oblique about it?
Yeah.
Oh, Oh, because you guys were oblique about it. I was just trying to match your energy.
Oh no.
There's the
we were
famous
doing a
saying,
bit.
"Tickle
Forget
me,
about
Elmo."
Yeah. Forget about it.
Way too well.
I stole it from the chat.
Oh, see, now we are back. We are back, stealing the bits.
Oh my God. Tickle me, Elmo.
Good.
We actually had this like, okay, so we had Tickle Me Elmo, right? Oh, I don't think we have him anymore. I don't know where he went.
He went
Very
to Tickle Me
disturbing.
Heaven.
I don't know. It's a little disturbing that I don't remember actually like rehoming him. So like,
Rehoming Tickle Me, Elmo.
so maybe he's
Smash
just in
cut
the
to
attic.
decayed face of Elmo.
I know. Now I'm all scared because now the kids are playing those.
The Elmo Draft
anatraumatic-
House.
All the horror games with the like movie.
Oh, like
Animatronics.
Slen-
Animatronics.
Oh,
Animatraumatic.
five, six.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
Animatronics. So Animatronics, the game. No. But we had this one Elmo that was like in this cart. Now I know you guys have that like octopus or like there's some like thing that is like and it runs around. It was like a
Oh, the crab.
the crab.
We have a
The
crab that goes back and forth because it was to stimulate our daughter crawling. Yeah.
Yes. So the crab is essentially this is what this little Elmo in a car was like, right?
Mm.
But then like you get it going and it'd go, let's die.
Yeah, we never figured out, like, it wasn't just like, it sounds kind of like Let's Die. We literally were never able to figure out what
it
it could
actually
be
was saying.
besides
Yeah.
Let's Die.
Like, what do you think Elmo would say? Maybe let's ride?
Let's ride, probably. Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
I mean, he's in a car.
But he is also a Muppet driving a car, so maybe let's die is more appropriate.
Let's die. Maybe it's like the German die.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's something else. In
Let's
German,
the.
in German, yeah.
What's the? Anyways.
I have a children's toy story for you.
Oh.
So over the last month, we toured the baby. We went to Florida for my family, and then we went to Ohio for my wife's family.
Yeah.
When we were in Florida, my brother and the whole my brother's family, so a sister-in-law, 2 kids, they present a toy for the baby. It is a dog, a girl dog that you can squeeze its hands, its feet, and its ear, and it has a heart in its chest, and it all sings songs whenever you do a thing, right?
Okay.
Get it, bring it back, go to Ohio. My mother-in-law gives me another dog. It's the same dog,
No.
but it's a boy, so it's all the same sounds, but it has a lower-pitched voice, and so now my daughter has 2 identical dogs in a gender binary that say the same things when you squeeze its ears, hands, feet, and punch its chest.
Hilarious. I
Yeah.
think you got to worry when you go into a room and one's on top of the other one.
Dad,
Because then you're going to have a lot
gonna
of
keep
these
it-
little, yeah.
I'm gonna keep it away. Hey, watch it.
Just make
What
sure
are
you
you
take
doing?
them batteries out.
I know. I'll tell you what, you're saying your ABC's a little too fast, kids.
Your birds and bees and your
How
ABCs.
about we go ahead and STOP?
That is so crazy.
Wait a minute. I forgot your name. What was it again? Dorian. Dorian. I'll do one more of these, please. Yeah.
I'll take a McConaughey's, please.
Yeah.
There is no non-binary dog, although we don't have any more family to visit. So maybe if we visited another branch of the family, they'd give us a non-binary.
How
You need
was
the full
Ohio?
spectrum, right?
Yeah, especially during Pride Month.
Exactly.
It's at this point that I would like to recognize all of the neopronouns that toy dogs have during Pride Month.
You know what I've been teaching at this camp, right?
Yeah,
And then
you are at an art camp.
I'm at an art camp, so I'm doing this art camp thing, and the first week was like rainbows and something or another. I don't know, but we kind of leaned into the rainbows thing. And then I wore my vintage 1970s rainbow top. And
Yep.
then Callie and I wound up going to the grocery store, and I'm walking around, and this
H-E-B.
woman the H-E-B. And then this woman kept coming up to me and just talking to me, and then she goes, you know,
Oh,
we really
Oh.
got to like
the shoulder touch.
stick
Yeah.
together
Yeah,
or
we did.
whatever. And then, but I'm blind on one side, so it's almost like she just kept appearing on my left side out of
Mhm.
nowhere. And so then,
Mhm.
and then another time, like she was like, oh, and then me. This is
Pride
my
Month
response.
land acknowledgement.
I know, and then I get this shoulder pat too, and then at checkout, I get like another. I'm like, oh,
You're bait.
oh,
You're bait, Bonnie.
I
You're
didn't know I was kind
you're
of
gay bait.
I know.
You're gay bait. Yeah.
I didn't realize, and I was totally wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
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 Oh.
And then
I mean,
and
all right.
I
I mean, that's like walking around in a Ravens jersey, having never heard of football before.
Yeah. And you're
They're a
like,
football
why are
team,
you
right?
talking to me
I
about
don't know,
Lamar
I think-
Jackson?
That's kind of what I feel like.
Wait, like with what?
About I mean, you're not gonna get it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Just trust me on
we
this.
can call Jacob.
I'm
I know. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're a real.
You explain
You're-
who Lamar Jackson.
You're a real cornerback.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
You're a real punter. Is that no? Okay. Nah. All right. That's good.
Anyway.
Oh, you're a Pride fan? Name 3 gays.
Anyways, I realized that I had made a faux pas.
Well, no. I mean, you just, she thought she had found,
The one
somebody-
true.
Yeah, somebody else who dines at the Y.
One true one. I mean, she went home and called her mom and said,
I
maybe
found
one
the
day-
other one.
Oh my God, I feel so bad. I mean, the problem is like I'm always on the lookout for new friends, and then I was just like telling my
She can
grocery
still be a
stories.
friend.
Well,
You're
yeah.
just gonna have
she
to
did
draw
know.
some
You're gonna-
lines.
yeah.
You're just gonna
But
draw some lines.
You're going to have to not laugh too hard at her jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta dial it back.
It's like, listen, I drive not a Subaru. I just want to let you know.
I look at Annalisa. She drives a Subaru.
Yeah.
And she's wearing cargo pants.
I'm just telling you.
There it is.
Bait.
Yeah.
Bait for both of you.
Yeah.
You go to bait purgatory. you
This
have
is
a
the
20-year
same thing-
timeout.
The same thing I tell to Heaton. One time I
Oh my God.
my
Okay, can we
God.
talk about unfair, unkind? What's the opposite of a Nobel Prize? Like what? If there's an opposite gay Nobel Prize, they call it the Andrew Heaton. That's the name of it. You're like, oh.
the Bobo slap. That's the opposite of the Nobel Prize.
All right, chat. Go ahead and take your best guess as to what would earn you the reverse gay Nobel Prize
Absolutely.
for baiting.
No, I showed up at Egos, which is a
Oh, yeah.
karaoke bar in
Wait, is it karaoke bar now?
so yeah, no, it's like karaoke every night,
Oh.
but it's like it's very theater kid, so that's gay, right?
Right.
Like, and this is their place, right? Like,
What? Annalisa's not approving. What? Wait, you're
It
talking
used
about
to
here
be
in
punk
Austin,
rock.
Egos?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
used to
now
be.
it's
It
karaoke.
used
Yeah.
to be like metal and
Yeah,
punk rock.
yeah, it was.
well,
Yeah.
y'all got
Yeah.
colonized.
It's hip. It's hip to be square now.
Y'all got colonized by the gays. Well, at least during weekday. Yeah, it was like.
I mean,
it
I
was
think I saw the Violent Femmes there or something.
This is
Yeah.
okay.
What?
Oh, I'm just wondering how this makes the case for it not being a gay kid bar.
It wasn't karaoke.
No, the Violent Femmes. Yeah,
It
Yeah.
wasn't karaoke, is what I'm saying.
it was a venue.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's a venue, and
Yeah.
it wasn't karaoke. But anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, it was karaoke the night that I went.
Okay.
Ooh, good
And I
guess
sh-
from Unsafe DB level. Wearing a disco ball blazer to a gay bar. So close. So close.
So.
It was literally, yeah, it was rainbow.
Oh,
A rainbow, not sequence. What's the thing where you can like lay it down one
Yeah,
way
it's
and then it lays
sequence.
up? Is that sequence?
Yeah, that's sequence.
Yeah. No, yeah. A rainbow sequented blazer. And I'm like, you are unconscionable gay bait.
Yeah.
Like, if
yeah,
you're not
no.
willing to blow a dude in the bathroom right now, you need to take that jacket
And
off.
he says,
I'm standing up for the. I'm an ally.
He
I'm
says-
an ally, and I know that you're not going to blow this dude.
At this
you need
point-
to take that jacket off right now,
this
sir.
is right before he says,
That's a hate crime.
this is right
It's kind of rude.
You're going to have to blow that guy, or it's a hate crime.
this is right before he says, hold my cock ring, and then sings, you'll be
Holy
back.
Stolen Galler.
Oh my gosh. He's a tease. What can he say?
Yeah.
He is.
Aw.
Broken hearts, broken sequence.
Anyway, I sent him. It's hotter right now in D.C. than it is in.
Oh, that's amazing. So do y'all want to hear one of my camp stories that was really funny?
Oh, hell yeah. With
Okay.
names.
No, not with names. And also,
Yeah. And their requisite medical conditions.
no. This
Name and shame these children.
No. This neither names nor shames the child. So
Wait, you're the real Andrew Heaton of HEPA violations.
okay. So
Oh, HIPAA? HIPAA.
Brian,
HEPA.
so Brian's already heard this story. Sorry, but
No, I'm here. That means I
so-
know what to sell.
So the first week was Rainbow Week. Second week was planets and aliens, and so I.
This is for Pride?
no. This is at the camp. Our
Oh,
themes
got
for
it.
camp. So then I took Josie's little magic 8-ball toy that it's basically
Oh my
an
God.
alien face.
No, this is great.
No, this is a
great.
good
Okay,
story, right?
So, yeah, so it's an electronic magic 8
No,
ball.
it's not electronic.
Oh, it's
just
not?
It's just shaped in the head like an alien head.
Ah.
That's it. Okay, but you know magic 8-balls, right?
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
familiar with their work.
Go ahead. Did you want to introduce something?
No, I
Are you?
wanted to reconnect this remote.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead though.
Okay. So Magic 8-Ball is in the room. And one of the kids discovered it and is really so like it gotten passed around and it was finally this one kid's turn to like seek the answers to the universe and everything. And then he was-
Explain the two kids though, because you
Oh,
got,
yeah.
they're two
Oh, yeah. This is
they're
true. This is
stereotypes of identical twins where one is the jock and the other is the nerd.
Yeah. Although, he's a pretty cool nerd. But anyways, so one is just like, he's got like a skater cut and he kind of flips it to the side. It's real cute. And then the other one is also cute. But he's a little nerdy. He's got the glasses and everything, And then but it's finally his turn at the Magic 8-Ball, right?
The nerd.
The nerd. And so
Wait, no, you got to sell the whole bit. Was how many times?
No, I am.
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay,
launching
yeah.
in. So it's he has it in his grasp after other kids have been like passing it around, and it's in his hands. He's like, "Yeah, get to sit down," and then the teacher's like, "Oh, we've got to clean up," and she yanks it out of his hand, and she's like, and he goes, "Wait, it was finally my turn." She goes, "No, we have to clean up. You can have this back after you clean up." That kid went around and I scoured the place. No kid in the camp ever to this day or beyond has ever cleaned as hard as he had. So then he finally gets to sit down with this Magic 8-Ball, and then she's holding it. She goes, "Well, now we're going to sit and read the story." So
The kid was like,
yeah, and then he was just like, no, and then he was just like, no, I've been waiting, and then she's like, okay, well, everybody has to sit first. So then he sat down, and he's like, guys, sit down, and everybody sits down, right? And then so she finally,
the kid suddenly becomes like team leader, where like he
Yeah.
asserts because everybody being a dipshit is standing in between him and the alien Magic 8-Ball.
exactly, and he's got a very important thing to do. So he just gets everybody sit down. So he's like a ringleader. Like, man, he took charge. He got everybody sitting. The room is totally sparkling. Everybody's sitting. And then she finally says, okay, well, we're going to read. He goes, no, no, it's my turn. And then she's like, oh, yeah. And then she wasn't going to give it to him. I said, no, he's done so hard. You need to give it to him. So she hands him the magic 8-ball. Then this kid yanks it out of his hand and shakes it. And
so
like,
nerdy kid is like, no!
Exactly, no. And although he had the class to like not overreact to that instant because he knew he was wrong, but he gives me the shocked and injured look like, can you believe
Oh, no. Like full on mugging. Like, what? This guy, am I right?
Why? And he was about to lose it. I go, oh, man, come on. And then everybody by this time, they had been directed to clean. They had been directed to sit down. And then finally, they are all on his side. So everybody's team give the kid the magic 8-ball, right? So then, so the nerdy dude finally gets his chance. Like, the other kid had his turn. He gave it back to the kid. And then this
Finally.
So the kid takes it between, it's like a little alien head. He puts it between his palms and he goes.
And he shakes it.
He shakes it furiously. He goes, do I got Riz? And all the kids are hiding their smiles because they just want to start cracking up. And there's like 14-year-old. I mean, they.
Well, okay,
they
first of all,
12,
but it gets to it is the pregnant moment of like, what is the question that he's been desperately holding on to? And like, do I got Riz? And it comes up with, ask me again.
Ask me again. So now this magic 8-ball is taunting him because every time he shakes and asks the question, do I got Riz? It just comes up, ask me again. Ask me again. Have you ever had like a dipshit brother that will like close the door so you couldn't get in, like lock the car or do like literally anything to keep keep your answer away? So anyways, and then at this point, now that he's got the whole class laughing at him, I just say, go. They're trying to do something. Go ask over there. So he picks it up and he's shaking it. He's just like, do I got Riz? Do I got Riz? Do I got Riz? All the way over to the corner. And then we get the other activity going. And then I turn around. And this kid, I tell you, he's a changed man because the answer was yes.
Yeah.
It was yes. And he doesn't just say yes, but he does the T-shirt pluck.
Little pop collar thing.
Little pop collar thing. He goes, and he kind of shrugs. He's just like, it said yes. He goes, oh my God. It was so adorable. I think he's going to be a lady killer. I do.
Who is this?
Murderer.
Not a murderer. Like, I think he's going to have all the dates. He's confident now.
This is still the same story that she was teeing up when you got up and left.
Oh.
You were the only one who hadn't heard it, so we just kept on going. We were only doing recycled material for you.
I didn't know it was recycled.
Well, you could tell because you were texting when I said, I've already heard this. This is a great story.
Sorry.
And then you got up and left.
I had a thing.
No. I told him I had already heard it.
Well, he said it.
Yeah.
I didn't hear
But
it.
he didn't hear it because he was texting.
Because I was texting.
You know what?
Yeah.
And I forgot. You heard it too. I think. No, you didn't? Oh my gosh.
Well, then let's start from the beginning.
The audience hasn't
Yeah,
heard it.
the audience hadn't
Yeah.
heard it. Anyways, it was super cute. But that's my little story from the day.
I think that's good. People should have arbitrary confidence dropped on them more often.
Mm-hmm.
There should just be loot boxes for confidence. Every once in a while, you just show up, you just get +5 confidence.
I think that's called Little League Soccer.
I did. Well, I did.
No, that makes
I
people
made the
feel
joke.
bad
Aw,
because they're not good at it, or they don't like it, and then they feel like their parents are forcing them to do it, or they're going to disappoint their parents if they stop. Like, there's a lot of stuff. We just need totally out of like left field, kind of like, you've been selected by the Ministry of Riz, +5. Then you're like, oh, why not +10? Because that's just what the ministry decided. But still, you're at +5.
You know what? I think that's a challenge for our audience. They should all just, put on a suit, go around and randomly select somebody and say, the Ministry of... Wait, I've already
Riz.
forgotten. The Ministry of Riz.
This is good. No, I'm enjoying this. Trendwater Bonnie.
Oh, my God.
Old TWB.
Oh, my God. Have you ever seen those videos of the cats that make a leap and then they don't quite make it and they're just reaching in air? That's what I feel like right now. So, anyways, Ministry of Riz gives you +5.
You know what?
You know,
That was a great story. The Ministry of Riz gives you +5 charisma points.
Oh, let me ask you guys this: faux pas, 1 out of 10
Okay.
that I transgressed over the weekend.
7. Oh wait, we're
You haven't heard.
Bonnie's already 7 out of 10.
Rough judge,
Wow.
man.
for Justin
even
to
let you get
even
the motion
ask, I'm
started.
gonna say it starts at 7.
Starts at a 7.
All right.
For you asking.
All right. So I am at my brother and sister-in-law's. They got 2 kids.
Okay.
Younger one, obsessed with How to Train Your Dragon.
Ooh.
So we're playing around with AI stuff, and so I keep asking the kids what they want to make. The boy, every idea he has, and he always thinks very deeply about it, and the solution is always Toothless is a dragon, and he is being trained, and it's like, okay, it's always his favorite movie, right?
I love those too.
So I'm like, oh, have you heard about the new Land, the theme park? And he's like, no. So the new Universal Studios has a How to Train Your Dragon world.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I know that if I put it in this kid's ear,
Oh, then you're cursing.
I am cursing the family that they're going to hear about how this is the thing that he wants to do the most in life until they get their ass down to Orlando and go see it, right? Now, for me, I'm like, actually, that might work. Like, maybe we can make a family thing out of it. And you know, my family's in Orlando. It would be an excuse to get the whole family together. That would actually, like, kind of work. So I, like, showed him YouTube videos about, like, all the stuff that's there at How to Train Your Dragon World. Bonnie's grimacing.
Yeah.
Brian is looking at me like that's a good thing to do.
It's like it's a great brand.
We have
being hated.
We have a split jury, or do we? I don't know. So you guys deliberate. Scale of 1 to 10.
Well,
where is my faux pas?
Well, real quick, what is your relation to the family again? Is this just
I'm an in-law.
inbounds? You're the asshole in-law, but
I mean, I'm beloved by the kids. The kids, and also the boy specifically.
I'm not saying the kids think you're an asshole. I'm saying
what I'm saying is that the boy's 6, which means he's just learned how to punch, slap, and kick.
Yeah.
On a level that will only continue. And I'm the uncle that he's allowed to punch, slap, and kick with. So
Yeah.
He is I got punched in the balls so hard.
You
because,
did not.
Oh, dude, this kid is right at ball punching height.
Oh,
And so
that's
I had
so-
to tell him, I'm like, look, when I'm standing and you're standing, you need to make sure that it is above the belt. Like, and he was good. The problem was there was a moment where I was standing and he was sitting down, and then just randomly just full on roundhouse punches, like boom, right in the testes. And then he felt bad. Anyway, what I'm saying is that I'm beloved by the kid. So yeah, but maybe not the parents.
Was it one of those instant burns or one of those like
The ball punch?
Yeah, where it's like sometimes it's like it happens and you're like, buckle up, boys, we're about to find out.
No,
and then
it was-
you wait for the wave.
It was one of those tings where like it wasn't a direct hit. It just like ricocheted off it, but you know it's getting worse.
Yeah.
It's like when you take an edible and you know you're going to be too high because you're like, it's going to multiply exponentially over the period of time.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, no. This is too painful for where it should be right now. I know that the great wave is coming. If we're here now, I can extrapolate where the pain
The great
is going
white
to be.
the great white wave would be a different testicle story.
Oh, Jesus.
That's how my daughter got here, which is why we were in Ohio.
Oh, my God.
I'm waiting. I'm awaiting judgment. I showed a child who had no.
I think that judgment is going to be creeping and.
No, from you guys. I want a scale of 1 to 10.
Not 0.
You say 0.
No, 0.
Bonnie?
Oh my God!
All you did was tell him that Santa was real, and he's right down the street. And if his parents loved him, they would go right down there.
Exactly.
Wait, how far apart is everybody?
9-year-old and a 6-year-old.
No, I mean
Distance,
how
physical
distant
distance.
to
They
the
are
place
in
you're saying.
central Ohio. Actually,
They're on the other side of the continent.
Exactly.
but
Okay,
but it's 95 corridor. I mean,
You've
like,
just doomed a family. I don't know their economic status.
yeah.
But I can imagine that
I can imagine that I'm
Stay-at-home mom.
I'm
Stay-at-home mom. So single
I'm-
income.
single income.
2 kids.
And then now you said,
Low cost of living in Ohio.
yeah, but you have to travel halfway across the country, air flights for 4 people at least, 3 people.
That could be a- that
okay,
could
now
be a
hold
drive.
on. In my metaphor, I realized, you know what? 0% asshole, because at the end of it, Santa Claus is real, and he is just down the street. The street happens to be I-95.
Yeah.
It is very expensive to go see Santa, but no lies were told in the
Yep.
making of this fable.
No lies were told, but you have doomed parents to spend money that they may or may not have without their permission. Okay, let me say, how about this?
Emotionally blackmailed them. I didn't force them
Emotionally,
to do
yeah.
it. I just emotionally
okay,
blackmailed
how do
them.
you feel about this?
Yeah.
What do you think of the person when your daughter loses her first tooth and they say,
And it's
oh,
toothless.
and it's toothless. And it's toothless. Yes,
Just-
exactly. So then they say, "Oh, that's great. You can put that under your pillow and get $100 bill tonight."
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I would feel
It's a small price to
First
pay to
tooth?
keep magic alive in the heart of a child.
first tooth, or is that like the
You
third tooth?
Are so smitten with that kid if you think you're going to give him $100 bill for one tooth.
No. I've heard. Number one, hey, look, we don't know where inflation's going. Number two, I have heard tale from friends
Yeah.
that are my age that are raising kids that there is a difference between tooth 1 and tooth 3.
Okay.
That from them, like, it started with a higher bounty.
Yeah.
And then the tooth fairy equalized into a more normalized
Can
rate
I
of sale.
enter something into the conversation of
Yeah.
tooth fairies? I'll answer my question here in a minute, but anyway. I'm just saying.
Holding court body is a good body.
Answer my
Okay.
question.
I'll be asking and answering the questions here.
Look, she's the judge. She's the judge.
Also, I'm the jury. Also, I'm the defense and the prosecution. I don't know. Bailiff, remove everyone,
Including me.
This is what I think we should instill in all children from now on. Let's just make this happen. It's kind of like making up for the damn elf on the shelf.
Oh, the elf on the shelf is
the
unconscionable.
worst. That is so
No, that's-
horrible.
that- yeah,
Anyways,
that's a
do
war
not
crime.
Start that. It is
Yeah.
a war crime. It is a war on mothers everywhere. Anyways,
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the real war on Christmas. Is
Exactly.
the one that Bonnie wants to wage on the elf on the shelf.
Yeah.
I hate it. Anyways,
Also, my daughter was born in 2024. She's going to demand Venmo for her fucking.
this is true. Okay, so making up for Elf on the Shelf, I say Tooth Fairy doesn't give money for stanky teeth. You got a cavity? No. You just throw that shit in the trash. You
So
got
wait,
yeah.
your solution to the lying is to get something out of the lie.
No. You misread what I'm saying.
Mhm.
I'm saying let's anchor in children.
You're about to get held in contempt, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
no,
sorry,
I
I forgot.
know.
I forgot who's
Counselor,
court we're
please
in.
mind
All
your
right,
P's
all
and
right,
Q's.
fair enough.
Okay. This is like trying to get your children to brush their teeth properly is you just have to like come in with a lot of incentive.
Yeah.
So if they have a cavity, then they don't get no money from the from the Easter Bunny.
You know what? That's what you do. Is you mislead them, and you're like, Easter Bunny doesn't pay for bad teeth. Good point. It's a legit point.
Mom, Dad, I want to go to Universal Studios. Easter Bunny don't pay for bad teeth.
I'm not
What?
entirely sure what that.
Go to your room.
It's like, what did Steve Jobs say? What does that mean? That Easter Bunny don't pay for bad teeth.
That's Bonnie's stand-up comedian tag. That's her. You might be a redneck.
You know what? I think you guys should write me a stand-up routine. I would love to see what you guys
Oh wait,
write
I got audited. Yeah, and I said Easter Bunny don't pay for bad teeth.
An arena on their feet.
Oh!
That's Bonnie's get her done.
Oh my god.
Anyways, you're a 7.
A 7. I think I've realized what it's going to cost.
Which is?
That
A trip to fucking.
I mean, yeah.
no, it's going to mean that I have to pay for.
Yeah.
I'll have to offer to pay for the tickets to the park.
Well,
Yeah.
then now you get a plus 10 if you're like paying for tickets and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's
Also, I want to go to Epic Universe.
It
Oh, there you
sounds and
go.
looks
That's
awesome.
Better.
Yeah.
Brian cannot do that out.
Sorry.
You should have seen his eyes. You know, in cartoons,
I know.
how when
The
somebody gets
hypnotic sound.
hypnotized, and then there's like the circles, the black and white circles around their eyes.
It did. It did. Hey, I got hypnotized by the music. That's literally what happened. My eyes
I wonder if you
unfocused.
heard it. Describe what you heard. I have no idea what that even was.
Oh.
my
All right, that's the second time you placed your beverage right
Bonnie,
in front of your
yeah.
camera.
There's one place you can't put your beer.
Yes. I
Oh.
forgot I was on camera.
Is there Halloween Horror Nights for Epic Universe? I'd assume eventually, but it's very far away from Universal and Islands of Adventure.
Yes.
It's like a 20-minute ride from.
Are they just doing a bus between the two?
Yeah.
Or? Oof.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they never expanded, because they're like literally in downtown Orlando, and so they took their parking lot and made Epic Universe.
Yeah. Supernova Girl saying that HHN is only at studios
For
mostly, but they have done it at Islands. They did it.
Yeah, but those are connected. Those are all on the same campus.
Correct,
So it's
correct.
like I would imagine that if they ever did, they will. I will almost guarantee you that they will do Halloween Horror Nights eventually at Epic Universe, especially considering they have a monster world there.
Oh.
What's scary about those?
The monsters,
Yeah.
the inequality.
Oh, the
Ooh.
teeth. Let's just say the Easter Bunny doesn't pay him anything.
Oh,
Uh,
no.
But I would guarantee you that will be, when they do it there, that will be the only Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although maybe they'll do all 3. Who knows? That actually seems like the universal thing to do. Is like, no, you need to do 3 nights at Halloween Horror Nights because now we have all of our shit humming. I can guarantee you what Brian is thinking right now.
No.
More stages.
Yeah.
You're like, you know, they're building.
Anyway.
They're
Hold on,
built-
I got an email to send.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to get up in the middle of a story.
there is they're going to do a Universal Studios, I think in Oklahoma, maybe North Texas. I don't know. Anyways, it's all happening. So
Really?
yeah, there's
In Oklahoma?
it's Oklahoma. Yeah, I think it is, right?
Is there going to be gambling there?
I don't know. It's there like you'll have to Google it or something. I don't know. But
Google.
anyways, I did read that all steam or all engines had. Wait, now I'm mixing all of them.
All engines are steam. The Ether Bunny. Yo, 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 yo. Yeah, exactly.
Universal Oklahoma City.
Oh, it is Oklahoma City.
OKC.
Yeah. So.
Oh wait, hold on. No. I was trying to search for it.
Oh.
Or
I think so. You were.
Universal Central or something. I don't know. Yeah, but they're building
Okay.
another theme park in the middle because they want to be able for people not to have to travel all the way from the middle of America to a coast. Or
Isn't that the whole point, though? That it's like within 2 days' drive of most of the American population. That's why Orlando was Orlando.
I don't know.
What?
We did a whole episode on this.
Yes, but it's still far. Like, there's no getting
It's 2 days' drive. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, from the what? Yeah, from everywhere that wouldn't go to California Disney.
Yeah. But that was back when I think road trips were more understood and excitable.
Yeah, like
You know,
the trip was the adventure.
Yeah, it was like, oh, the highway system was just built, and so it's like, let's ride and go to a Howard Johnson's. They have ice cream there.
That was I caught the tail end of that actually
Howard
being
Johnson having ice cream.
no of just the excitement of the open road. Like, my earliest memories were of us driving from Los Angeles area to Houston, going through like the petrified forest and stuff. It was a big 3-day adventure. I remember sleeping in a van, camping
Yep.
out under the stars and all that stuff. That was a little slice of things, and then it's like, okay, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
And I'm out. Easter Bunny ain't paying for these.
Somebody don't pay for bad teeth.
So, at the camp I've been working at, they play yacht rock during the playtime things, and I thought today I had this thought about all these.
What's some of the yacht rock? Are the kids like doing YMCA?
That's not yacht rock.
No, it's not yacht rock.
That's Trump rally.
I was about to say. I always figured that the
That's
playlist.
like Hall & Oates showed up a couple.
Yeah,
of
no,
times.
Hall
it's
& Oates
smooth,
is yacht.
yeah.
Yeah, and then
Elton John.
Elton John. Yeah,
Again,
okay.
Trump rally.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, you are conflating Trump rally and yacht rock.
Or
What is?
why not?
Why don't you
both?
tell me what yacht rock is?
Yeah, tell
You are the one who always plays the yacht rock playlist when we're out on the boat,
Yes.
and you believe it's Trump rally songs.
What?
some of them.
Did you believe that Trump rally was yacht rock?
I trust my friend Justin to tell me this shit.
I'm having a conversation for the purposes of a podcast. I'm
Yes,
curious
and
your
I am
thoughts.
asking you thrice foolishly for the final time. What is yacht rock?
Yacht rock would be melodic, easy rock. So that would be like Eddie Money,
Yes, yeah.
Beach Boys, Hall & Oates, like Blue Eyed Soul kind of stuff.
Yep.
And then you have like Michael McDonald, Steely Dan,
Michael
like
McDonald.
This
What,
is
that kind of stuff. That's all yacht
what's
rock.
a Michael McDonald song? Does he only have one that I? Oh yeah, you know what? Actually, that's all I needed to hear. Yeah. Yeah. I
am Brian Brushwood.
yeah.
Michael McDonald isn't played at Trump rally. Not played at Trump rallies. Never played at a Trump rally. Not once. Michael McDonald. Michael McDonald.
Okay, you know it's good when I try not to laugh so that somebody could sample it and make an actual song out of it. I'm like, don't cover it up with a giggle because then they'd have to edit it.
It'll
out.
get immortalized.
Rally is Boomer Jams.
Boomer Jam.
So just like Boomer Jams
Wait, is
are.
that a whole genre?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I could look up Boomer Jams.
So it's like,
The-
was it popular if you were raised by somebody with untreated PTSD?
Oh, shit.
Like, so therefore you loved like Elton John, you loved YMCA, the Village People, you loved like
Why-
all these things that
Why
were
is
like
that
big
music that? Why would that be somebody?
because it was
that's,
on the radio in the late 70s.
When they got
Oh.
back from Nam.
So and then that is comforting for somebody that might?
Yeah, it reminds you of your youth.
Oh, okay.
Because you were raised by somebody that believed cruelty was just a part of life because they had been sent to war, and the world was sent to war. And so then they were just like, nope, never talk about that. The fact that I watched my friend explode. Therapy's not a thing. So I'm just going to be silent or beat you. Could be either one. And that was the baby boomer generation. And so they were like, oh, okay, well, my solace is in the coalescing mass media. And the coalescing mass media that made these like iconic pop stars is what boomer jams are.
Wow. That explains a lot.
And so that's why it doesn't matter that like all the stuff that like Trump
Generational
plays at his rallies have any kind of political messaging that might be totally against like what he's for, like playing gay anthems for a crowd that is not necessarily the target audience, let's say euphemistically. But it's just like it was on the radio in the 70s. I remember it because I was smiling. And then the 80s happened, and it was time to make money, and so that's what happened to that generation, and they fetishize their innocence. Where, like, my generation probably stayed innocent for too long. I feel like that's going to be the lesson, is that, like, maybe we should have grown up before our 40s. maybe we should have grown up sometime in our 30s earlier. But yeah, the boomer lesson is the opposite one.
That's why we're the best generation.
Yeah, Gen X.
Gen X. Gen X could just look at boomers and be like, whatever, man. Like, it was rad music, really, really good movies. The monoculture still existed.
Otherwise we'd have to debate what we don't care about. But we could all agree to not lift a finger to bother to hate the monoculture.
And you were in the exact sweet spot for the internet. Like you were like available to use tools enough that when the internet came around, you're like, oh, a cool tool, and you're doing fucking like ninja shit with the internet nunchucks that I'm inventing as a metaphor.
No.
This is very true. My goodness.
Justin Explains America.
The Easter Bunny is going to give you money for that.
Because these teeth are solid.
Yeah.
Well maintained.
Well, I was just, I was thinking about yacht rock, right? And what it kind of does to your brain. Like, you know, those like, this is your brain.
This is your drugs.
Yeah.
This is your kids stealing your drugs. This is the Easter Bunny buying drugs from your kids.
Oh, God.
Not even once.
Not even once. I'm thinking Donnie Darko Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
So, but like also there's like a real trend in a lot of chick lit that has like, for 1 year, I decided not to, or for 1 year, I decided to say yes to everything people said.
Yeah.
Or for 1 year. Oh, Jesus. You know what? That might have gotten edited from the book.
I've seen documentaries about this. It's called Free Use.
Where, there's a bunch of like, for 1 month.
Very, very specific documentaries.
Very specific. Tell us about that, Justin.
I'm just saying. I'm a man of culture.
Do you have any QR codes for these things?
Yeah.
Or?
Use offer code SHAME.
Anyways.
So no, there's chick lit about instead
Saying
of second
yes.
guessing yourself, just
Going
going
for it.
on first instinct.
Well, no, it's
No.
more than that. It's just the theme of for a blank amount of time, I'm diving into
Trying stuff on.
and committing myself fully for such and such, right? And so it became like a genre.
My lawyer year. I swear I'm only banging lawyers this year.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is not just, I say chick lit, but like, it could be any kind of like whatever. And self-help or whatever,
Yeah,
this genre.
Self-help. Oh, got it.
So this ties back to the yacht rock because I was just like, dude, did you sing in Hall & Oates today? And I was just like, what would it be like to live on, to like commit to only listening to yacht rock for like a month? What would it do to your brain?
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, I wanted to hear what you guys thought if you were to write a book on
My yacht rock year.
No, I know what happens if you listen to. Well, no, I don't know what happens. Never mind. We're gonna move. We're gonna.
Oh, wait.
So my thought experiment on that, it was like, I think you just like die poor and have a cocaine addiction or something. If you're like yacht
You're
rock
listening
all
to
the
yacht
time.
rock all the time.
Yeah, that's what
Oh, yeah.
Why?
That-
I feel like-
because you're probably living on a boat.
Yeah, I think you have a
And
boat.
you're a
You think
burnout?
you're gonna
I
live
think
on a
you're
boat?
A little bit of a burnout.
If you're listening
the
to yacht rock, we all know
all the
listening to yacht rock causes you to eventually live on a rot.
on a rot.
Yeah.
On a rot.
He's gonna think about that one
Don't
for
give you
weeks.
money
Just
for a
weeks.
rot. Yeah.
On a rot. Play that song again.
Anyways,
There's no joy in Mudville. Brian Brushwood has struck out.
but as a formula,
Yeah.
I think it's interesting.
I
to
love that
develop-
Lonely Island song. I'm on a rot.
I'm on a rot. How does it
And
go
so
against
Cortez
that?
said to his army, "Born the rots."
Brian, can you give us a few bars of that song?
Remember when the British named that thing Roddy McRotface?
Yeah, it was Bodie McBoatface. It wasn't Yachty. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Roddy.
My favorite hip hop artist is Little Roddy.
Little,
Somebody got that. Anyway,
Little
so
Roddy.
what do you think? You think that it would damage you permanently to listen to yacht rock exclusively?
Oh, it was Bonnie's thesis.
No, I know, but I'm asking you.
Yeah,
Oh,
you guys get to be the jury. You get to say 1 to 10. How
Is that how juries work? You get to say, we the jury say 5.
Five.
Yeah.
On the count of Roddy Potty, cum laude.
Summa cum laude.
Mm.
Yep.
What do you think yacht rock would do to your brain if you listened to it exclusively, Brian?
long.
You know what?
Just have to go.
Here's what it reminds me of. Yacht rock is kind of like I tweeted once that I have not one bad memory associated with the smell of sunscreen.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great sensory thing. And then somebody just replied, and I was like, when I wrote that, I couldn't fathom of a bad association. And somebody responded, I was a lifeguard for a summer. And I was like, that'll do it. And then I thought hot buttery popcorn. And I was like, I worked at a movie theater. That's a bad smell. And so likewise, I would imagine that's what happens to enough life happens when you're listening to yacht rock, then yacht rock itself becomes bad.
Oh.
Because the reason we like it is because usually we're on a yacht
Yeah.
or on a rot.
On a rot.
Huh?
No, that was a really genuine answer. I didn't really think you would take it to a real space, but like I agree. I think you're
So
right.
Easter Bunny, you gonna pay for these teeth?
I'll pay for these.
All right.
Damn.
Damn.
And what about you, Justin? What do you think?
I mean, like we listen to a fair amount. Like when my wife and I just want music on in the house,
Yeah.
and it's like we just put on yacht rock because like it is pretty agreeable. Like
Yeah?
the point of it is that it is like pleasing.
It's like our
To the
our
ears.
secular hymns.
Yeah.
Like it's like the canonical wedding songs and so on. That's what I confuse it for is wedding music.
Is like the Great American Songbook.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
But yeah, so I don't know. I think it would be kind of like if I only listen to both like the classic canonical yacht rock and then like other artists that were trying to do new yacht rock, I feel like I don't know, that could be like just a genre that I folded into that would very much be a part of my life.
Huh.
I don't think it would necessarily have a bad effect.
Okay. So,
But I also do cocaine currently, so it's like, yeah.
well, there you go.
So it wouldn't add anything.
Oh, gotcha.
Wow, nobody laughed at that. Like telling,
It's a legit
a
point.
telling,
Going.
a
That's what
telling
happened.
judgment about how people
That's what
Being
think
happened.
like
about me.
looking
That's what-
left
that's
and
what happened to
right,
them
going,
teeth.
Really? This is new? Anyway.
Well, not a lick of surprise from anybody in the group.
Okay. So,
When in Florida.
but I feel like the formula is kind of interesting. Positive thing, like, yeah, right. It's great. We all love it, right?
Not bawa de baba.
Not
bawa
baby,
to ba.
It's just like
Yeah.
blah, blah. Okay. So.
More like blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So something that's positive, and then you think about it, but what if you committed to a month or a year, whatever time period? Do you think it could go sour? Like, do y'all have a question?
Of course, yeah. I mean, if you're limiting it to a certain amount of songs, if you say that there are
Or not,
100
like,
songs
let's take it out of
that
the
you can,
songs. Like, let's just say, for a month, I am going to skip everywhere I'm going. Like,
Yeah.
you can just like make it.
oh no, 100%, it would get tiresome. But I think the point of that exercise is to find out A, when it goes tiresome, B, prove to yourself that you can go stick with it, right, for discipline purposes, and then maybe sometimes you find out, no, this is actually great. I want to incorporate this into my life.
Skip everywhere.
Skip everywhere. I
Yep.
could not do that. I would
What?
feel too silly.
Yeah, Dorian.
Ah,
Yep. Just cheering your knee. The Great Night.
Great Night is
GreatNight.tv. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. They're like, what are they saying over there? Oh, I met the Mahjong crew today.
oh my God, how adorables!
Oh,
You need to
yeah.
be part of
no,
it.
they're like 4 tables long, and they were like, who's creeping on our turf? Because they meet at 11 a.m. on Tuesdays.
Yep.
And that was when Penny and I were out here testing the stream earlier, and so
They wanted to know.
I made howdy do's.
Yep.
With everyone. Yeah.
And have you made peace
Uh,
with the Mahjong gang?
I'm ready to do an episode with them.
That's amazing.
Teach
Oh,
Mahjong?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
good. I went birdie.
I've never played Mahjong.
Neither have I. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Not
No?
yeah, well, maybe on a computer. Like you just find 2 tiles to match. Oh man, now I'm. They're gonna. Easter Bunny ain't gonna pay for that comment.
Wait, is it it's like dominoes for Asians?
Yeah. What it says you round eye.
Is that it?
Uh,
Or is it only
It's
the
like a
villains in
puzzle.
Crazy Rich Asians?
It's like a puzzle where you gotta pull tiles in a sneaky way.
yeah, there's betting all involved.
There's betting?
Yeah,
Is there actual
unsafe
money?
unsafe DB level nails it. Everybody likes the show until you talk about the one thing that you know about, and then suddenly it's like fuck this show.
Yeah. No, I always thought it looked too complicated. Like it looks hard.
Nah, all you got to do is find 2 matching things that are pullable, right?
Yeah, but then you act
Pull 'em
like
right
you have to
off.
be
Pull
like,
'em off.
There's
Yeah.
money. Like you can bet in Vegas, right? Huh?
No, you're thinking of Pai Gow or Baccarat
I have no
or
idea.
no,
The tiles.
It's a
yeah,
tile.
Mahjong is. I think there's a bidding like bridge.
Oh, okay.
Boy, somebody out there is raging. Somebody's
You've
computer
gotta
is
do an
smashed.
episode now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's true.
if anybody knows of a few ladies, you can play against people.
Mm-hmm.
Today I learned.
No, yeah. That's literally the end of Crazy Rich Asians. Ain't y'all never seen Crazy Rich Asians?
No.
Oh, I haven't.
Yeah, it ends with the lady.
It's also in Drunken Master.
Yeah. So a lot of Asian movies.
Oh.
So like I said, Dominoes for Asians.
Oh, okay.
Vindicated. Yeah, no, it ends with the woman who wants to marry the guy, but it falls apart, and then she plays mahjong against the mother who broke up the marriage.
Yeah, but and then the hat comes
and then
off.
She shows that like she can hang with her at mahjong, or maybe it's like revealing a greater truth. I can't really.
Yeah, but then
remember.
there's like kung fu, and then the hat comes off, and there's a raccoon controlling the chef, and
What?
the award is a giant butt plug, and
What?
there's dildo,
What?
nunchucks.
No. No.
It's
Yeah,
a different movie.
yeah, it's all.
You're
pretty much
thinking
the
of a
same.
different
Do
movie.
you smell toast?
Actually, there is a snippet of her on the red carpet for Crazy Rich Asians
Yeah.
in that movie.
Oh yeah. When she's
thinking
the
about
famous,
yeah, exactly, yeah. So it's a canon
yeah, the
event.
main
Yeah.
character in Everything Everywhere All at Once is the
Oh.
evil
Michelle Yeoh.
mom from Crazy Rich Asians.
Oh, got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
she was in that not great Star Trek movie, Section 8 or whatever. I forget.
Section 8.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to be
Section
working to
70.
be working.
No. Well, Section 31. That's what it was. Yeah. It was supposed to be a series, and they're all like, "Ooh,
This
maybe a movie." And then somebody's boy, it cannot pick a genre. It cannot pick a style. It cannot pick. And
Was it
it's
in
got,
theaters?
It's got Sam Richardson. Ended up straight to Paramount Plus.
Ooh.
And it's
so
got-
it was an aborted new
Yes.
Star
Yes.
Trek
And you
series.
could tell it
Gotcha.
just died in committee, and whatever this monstrosity, this chimera is, got shoveled somewhere. And oh boy,
It
it's
stinks.
so bad I watched it twice just to take note. Oh, I learned so much. I'm like,
What did you
oh,
learn?
you
from
learn
watching
much
that?
more from watching shit that's bad and asking why is this terrible, and you're like, that's a thing I must never do.
That's why I married you.
That's
Damn.
That's some chicklet.
You're gonna have to beat her at mahjong now.
Yep.
Oh man.
Pretty much.
Oh my god.
Pretty much. Yep.
I'm sorry. That was just because
No.
I was raised on 90s television, and that's the kind
What
of
'90s television show are you?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. All of the families.
I mean?
Yeah. No. Like every family full of assholes.
Oh, they really
And they're all like, hey, Mom,
dysfunctional.
somebody slapped my Game Boy out of my hand. The older brother.
Maybe
probably
you
because-
deserved it, gay.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yep.
I feel like I dipped into like that iconic television from that time period.
Yep.
That is a thing that like every once in a while you'll watch like old television or you'll see like a clip of old television and it's like it doesn't hit you all at once because some of it feels almost like genteel, like it feels like
Yeah.
Nick at Night, and then like Mr. Belvedere calls somebody a fag, and you're
Oh,
like,
jeez.
what?
Oh my God!
Sorry.
Seriously? Oh my God! He's not gonna get any Easter Bunny money.
No, Mr.
Not
Belvedere.
with them broken teeth.
That's why he deserved to sit on his own balls.
British.
What did Josie was watching Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls. I don't know. Oh, I see Annalisa over here shaking her head. She's never seen an episode. Have you seen an episode?
Yeah, I actually watched a fair amount of Gilmore Girls because I was living when I moved from my first apartment in college, outside of college, in New York City. I was living with my friends Matt and Beth was a huge Gilmore Girls fan. So if I was in my living room, Gilmore Girls was on, and so I wound up watching a fair amount of Gilmore Girls.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, I can't watch it. Like Josie's like, you gotta watch this. You gotta watch this. So she went through and like she puts stuff on while she's drawing.
Yeah.
And by the way, she is crushing. Like she has
She's crushing her enemies.
No. On
She's watching Friendship like a documentary,
no, I know.
like a how-to guide.
Like how I was like, I hope
Know
you're
your
not taking
place.
Notes here, but
Oh,
like,
also, my college girlfriend was nicknamed Rory because she looked like Rory from Gilmore Girls.
oh no way! Oh my gosh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Well, Josie draws a lot, right? And so she has all these shows going on while she's working on stuff. But right now, her TikTok has 500,000 views, and she just put it out yesterday.
Which
So,
one
like,
is it?
She.
Are we allowed to do it? Do we have to be coy about it?
She doesn't want
She
anybody.
no
to be like-
steroids. No
Yeah,
dad. No help from
steroids.
dad.
Yeah, no, this is happening organically. So what she does is
As organic as a supercomputer controlled algorithm can make it. But
I
yeah.
know, right? So she's been doing these like fanships, like so she does
Fandoms.
So she puts together like little comics or little reels with different drawings, and then people gravitate to it because it's in the fan base, right?
Yeah.
Of like properties. So the only ones that ever like take off are what's the matter with me? Why did
I know. No, because my eyebrow itched.
Yeah, but you used your middle finger.
Because the rest of it was holding this remote.
Oh, you very deliberately.
No,
went
no.
Stay on target. Stay on
You got it.
target. Stay
You
on
got
target.
it? You got it?
I thought I needed to stop. I thought that was a signal. No, anyway, so she's been doing like these things, and then she gets commissions afterwards. So like people are like, I like your art, and then she like winds up getting like 6 people asking her to do a commission on their.
But what is the
OCs.
thing that went viral?
Well, I'm not going to tell you because
I could tell. I'll
What-
tell
what
about the
fan-
one that
what-
didn't
what-
go
what-
viral.
What fandom is it? Is it from a like? Why are we talking about Gilmore Girls?
Oh yeah. Anyways,
Thank you.
sorry. Gilmore Girls is
High
what's-
five.
This is what's playing while she's doing all these like.
G. James B in the chat. Almost there. Almost there.
This is what's playing while she's drawing.
Gotcha. So it has nothing to do. She's not drawing Gilmore Girls fan fiction.
No. She's drawing
Gotcha.
like new stuff. Anyways, and so then like I don't understand Gilmore Girls though. Although I guess Rory's
If you
pretty
are about
cute,
to
so I
show
don't
us a
doubt
thing that
that
is
he
not going
dated
on
her,
camera, I
so-
advise
Oh,
you
yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Prime Alexis Bledel.
Yeah, but they're so bad to each
text it
other.
to me.
All snarky little
The back and forth.
the back and forth, which
Yeah.
is what got us started.
No, rapid fire dialogue. That was a huge thing in the 90s and 2000s.
Okay, so is that what it's called? It's just rapid fire dialogue?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Quentin,
where they're
Quentin
all like-
Tarantino, Joss Whedon, Amy Sherman Palladino, like they were
Yeah.
all in this like Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Like it was all I guess Woody Allen's probably like the godfather of it, but like it's all in this like well I don't know well I
like-
think that
yeah.
blah, 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 blah. And then like the goofy Kramer character pops out from its side like well I think it might be more like that's like all of Gilmore Girls, which like once you watch enough of it you're like oh this is all like too clever, like it's like eating dessert all the time and you're like oh this is great when it's spaced out, but when you're just watching a bunch of people have the perfect one-liner and rejoinder for each other at all times it gets a little tiresome. But then again I have testosterone, so maybe that's just a thing
No,
with that.
I couldn't even watch a full episode. I thought it was so bad. I thought it was so
Yacht
so
Rock
bad.
Yacht Rock
Dude,
I'll tell you
that's-
what.
look at that. That's so dope.
What are y'all
The-
looking at?
Well, the robot is looking at the picture and then zooming in on the
Oh my
faces. How
God,
cool is
look at
that?
you guys.
That's good. Those are the founders of Two Cruel Brews.
yeah yeah
Too Cruel Brews.
yeah
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you miss that
Shut up,
conversation?
gay wad. That's our Belgian white, because it's Too Cruel Brews.
Oh my.
Founded by two best friends.
Yeah,
Too
TOO cruel, BREWS. So all of the names of our beers are insults.
Was that the prequel to this episode or what?
Last week's episode, yes.
Well, last
The prequel to this episode.
Yeah.
Also known as last week's episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
the penultimate episode
To date.
Shut up, woman. That's our summer shandy. Too cruel brews.
There you go. Now
Too cruel brews.
No. Tell
Too
me about
cruel brews.
Oktoberfest. Because
You don't want to hear about the Oktoberfest is too hot for TV.
no.
There's a reason
I
why
gotta
it's only
hear about
available for a month.
The Easter Bunny.
Let's
wants
just
to
say
hear about it.
Kanye loves it.
Oh my God.
Ouch. Oh. What? Okay, so the cranberry brew.
more like cranberry.
Oh.
Fuck a corpse. That's our holiday special. I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to. I was only supposed to.
That was, yeah, sorry.
I
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to just put it out there.
That was in our 12 brews of cruelness.
That's right. That's right.
12.
Corpse fucker. Yeah. We were really excited about that one. Sorry we had to tip our hand.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! But we have New Year's. So
We have what?
how do we issue in the New Year?
How do we issue in a new year?
How do we issue in the new year?
Old man fist fucking a baby. Oh. And that's the last
we were
time we were
doing a
allowed.
podcast.
Yeah.
That's the last time Brian yes and.
That was
How do
really
you
on me.
shush the thing that you set up?
No, you guys
You-
set it up.
No. We set up Too Cool Brews, and then you're like, we've introduced the gas pedal, and you can't push it hard enough to the ground.
You just hear the engine running. It's purring.
I know.
It's so delicious.
Bonnie sees the gas pedal, and she's like, hit the nos. We're racing for pinks.
Oh my god. Okay, and then the company goes bunk.
Too Cruel Brews.
Yeah. No, we're taking on investors.
We are. Yeah. A lot of people don't know that, but we are.
Okay, remember the wine that you guys
Ruin
Ruin 'em?
them.
Yeah.
ran 'em? Oh man, it was so bad.
No, hold on.
Tasted so bad.
Was it the cinnamon flavor in the wine?
Yeah.
Or the wine flavor in the wine?
It was all of it. You're like, I like that too. I like that too.
It was
Although
basically
somebody-
a wine suicide.
Somebody figured out. Somebody figured out that if you mixed it with OJ, it was a good cocktail.
Oh my gosh. So it becomes like a sangria somehow.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's the only way to drink Ruinum.
Yeah.
With OJ.
And
yeah.
it came from the Mangria factory,
Yeah.
so
Oh.
it makes sense that the thing that they wanted to do was probably a reject of Mangria,
Yeah.
Very
because we did not come up with the formula.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, no, we were
Yeah.
given a bunch of stuff to taste, right?
Yeah, and then we
yeah.
picked. We
picked-
said more of this, less of that.
Yeah.
We're like, we picked that one.
Yeah, but they gave us a bunch of things that they had already worked on.
No, they literally just said, "Here are the additives. Would you?" They're like, "This is the soda fountain of flavorings," and we're like, "All of them."
It's a wine suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
But with OJ.
I still have a couple bottles of it.
Oh really?
is it all settled?
I mean,
Like somebody told me that they opened it.
you think
and
I'm
it was
ever
all,
going to
like,
open these
layers.
things?
I don't know. I mean, would they
Okay,
be safe to
okay, smash cut to Sotheby's, $20.99. Dun dun dun. Next up, we have Ruinum. Then meanwhile, Flip Flossie 99 years old is like
Why would it be
ancient
99?
prophecy, baby. Says that
Wait.
don't open it.
That's when it's worth the most money. When Flint Flossie's 99.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
baby.
making him 25 years old today in this story.
Oh, I gotcha. So,
Yeah.
I was like, he's younger than you, right?
Yeah,
So?
that's why I'm dead in this story
Oh.
because I'd be
see.
125.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Brian Brushwood, baby.
Yeah.
I went to his funeral, baby. keep the Jeep riding. Flip Flossie. And now we do a pitched down version of Sex Syrup to commemorate Brian's memory. I've got the Sex Syrup. Hot and sticky, baby.
Oh, is that copyright? Got it.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, a puberty joke or
No, it's just no. It's like a sad trailer.
yeah,
Where they take a
oh,
pop
got
song
it, got
and
it,
then
got
pitch
it,
it
got
down.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put it in a minor key.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
1, 2, sex syrup's coming for you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I feel like we've.
Yeah. No, I think we're done.
I feel like
we did it.
we've kind of eaten everything we're gonna
We
eat
did
off
it.
this plate.
Bonnie, you got anything to promote?
Yeah, I guess I do. You know, I've been working really hard.
Yep.
17 years.
God damn.
Damn.
Damn. No, longer than that. If you count in vitro. Anyways, Josie's band is going to have their music release party pretty soon.
Okay.
So it's going to be at Stubbs in early August. We don't have an exact date, even though we're coming up on.
Is there a place
Yeah.
where people who are watching live could buy an album or stream a song that would
do
support the band?
anything?
I know. All of that is about to happen. So that's the thing.
Get ready.
Soon?
Get ready.
Mark your calendar.
Are there
That's
social
the
other
action.
social
Yeah.
media channels for
Yeah,
which they
so
can follow,
This is Almost a Girl Band. You can
which
follow
they would
them
find on Instagram at
Almost a Girl Band.
just search for Almost a Girl Band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's their band. So they're releasing 6 originals, maybe 7 originals.
Nice.
And then I mean it's like almost a full album. It's really good music. Like sometimes when I'm in the shower, I'm like singing some of their songs.
Yeah.
Like
An LP.
Yeah.
They're putting out an LP.
they are. They're putting out an LP. It's really good. And then the lead singer goes off to college. So we'll see. They're gonna.
This might be it.
This might be it. But Josie's gonna be playing.
No.
and
You
everything.
need it.
Huh?
This is it.
This is it.
This is it. The one time that you get a chance to support this band is
That's
right
right.
now.
This is
So
it.
you're gonna
But
follow them right now.
Yep.
And you have to make sure that this is it all builds up to this moment in August. They're gonna be at Stubbs, legendary venue in Austin. If you are in the Central Texas area, you got to make plans to come down and see it. Almost a Girl Band. We have supported them historically, and
Yeah,
we
dude.
continue to support them.
Oh, and Josie's even got merch. She drew.
The shirts are dope.
The shirts are actually really dope. So she's been leaning into her graphic art designs, cute shirts, cute hats, all that kind of stuff. But anyways, look for that music on Spotify soon. Come to the opening event August. Anyways, we'll see. So that's the thing to promote.
All right. What did we learn, Justin?
Well, we learned that we can broadcast from our favorite watering hole.
Yeah, from our home away from home. We learned that the Easter Bunny don't pay for bad teeth.
Yep. Yep. We learned that I'm a 7.
No, you got upgraded with the paying for things. So
We learned that, oh yeah, it says here, unsafe DB level says, Bonnie, sing the lullaby.
what?
Oh, yeah. So at the end of the show, we always go out with a lullaby, which goes like.
Good night, sweetheart. We love you so much. Don't fart in your sleep. Good night.
It's been a great night.
See you next Tuesday.
Dying a fire.
We hope you
Shine on, you crazy diamonds.
Bye.
All right.